and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. Today I'll be unboxing and flipping through the Fairies Oracle Deck and Guidebook, Wisdom, Inspiration, and Magic from Folktales Around the World, as well as this double-sided puzzle, both of which are by Eugene, Fletcher, and illustrated by Camelia, Pham. Both are published by Running Press, and Running Press did send these items to me specifically for the purposes of review and to show on my channel. I am an ambassador for them, so I receive items monthly to showcase here on the channel, and so you can see them before they are releasing. Now, these items are set to release on July 25th. So as of right now, when you're watching this video, you can go ahead and pre-order the items if you're interested. If not, you can wait until they release. Links are always in the description box. So let's go ahead and get into the Oracle first before we look into the puzzle. Okay, so this is the front of the box and the back here. So on the back, it says, from Korea to Ireland, Senegal to the Louisiana Bayou, fairies are everywhere, offering magic to those who seek them. Inside, you'll find a deck of lusciously illustrated oracle cards celebrating fairies and fairy concepts from various folk traditions. Companion guidebook with cultural contacts and inspiration for incorporating fairy magic into your everyday. Now, in the US, this retails for $20, and in Canada, it retails for $26. Now, it's one of their magnet openings, which I really love this box type. And actually, I wish they would do this specifically for their mini decks instead of the plastic thing that they usually do for their mini decks, because this is so much nicer. But yes, I went ahead and removed the plastic from the cards. The only thing that comes plastic wrapped is the cards. The box itself will not be plastic wrapped. So let's go ahead and put this over here. Okay, I put the cards over there, and let's get into the guidebook. So the guidebook is that kind of waxy paper. We have an introduction, and then it goes straight into the cards. So here's the introduction. And it goes straight into the cards. So you have the full color image of the card on the left and the information for the card on the right. So we have the name of the card, which legend it's according to, and when this card is drawn. So this is the oracle message here. And it's the same concept for all of them. Yeah, it's all the same. Of course, I will go ahead and shuffle at the end and pull a card. And this is the author. Okay, so I'll put that on the side there. There are 40 cards. Now, the size of the cards is taller and wider than standard tarot, just to let you know. But majority of the time, their tarot decks are typically larger and wider than standard tarot already, so not really surprised by the height and width. So first we have north, south, east, west. These are the backs. I love the backs. I'm in love with this artwork. Lighting your path. Gold at the end of the rainbow. Stage of play. Clear space, clear mind. The elements. Ignite your fire. Overflowing wealth. Shape shifter. King. Lay the foundation. Showing up. Backward is forward. Oh my god, that's so weird. That's so weird. I'm a little creeped out by the legs. Treat yourself. Oh, he's so cute. The little corn. This reminds me of that, what's that TikTok? That TikTok sound where the kid was talking about how he loves corn. That kind of reminds me of that. Dawn to dusk. Dancing in light. Good things come in threes. Interesting. Divine feminine. Wayward paths. Flow. Dream on. Apologies for the planes. It was like super quiet before, and now all of a sudden there's planes. Like I don't get it. Queen. Oh, we have a queen and king card. Let's see. Them next to each other. Oh, I love that. And they're facing each other too. Oh, nice. That's cool. Mind your own. Feel the feels. Containing multitudes. Multitudes? Generous spirit. Joke's on you. Restoration. Tipping point. Naughty naughty. Maternal energy. Sacred treasure. Crying out. Oh my god. Ring around the fairies. Oh, and there's even a fairy ring of mushrooms. Good company. Ooh, bad company. Up in smoke. Say it out loud. Desire. And time to tinker. We didn't have a divine masculine card. We had a divine feminine, but no divine masculine, which is interesting. I would have liked if they included divine masculine. That way you have both the two sides of the coin for those two, because they gave like king and queen. But I guess maybe there's no specific fairy and folklore that matches that. That's what I'm going to assume. Okay, so let's shuffle this. The cardstock is matte. It feels the same as their typical cardstock, honestly. I only overhand, but it looks like it's shuffling good. hear kids screaming outside. It's summertime. And that's what happens. And I can't film with window closed because I don't have AC. And I'm just gonna sweat. I'm gonna sit here sweating, which is not good. Okay, let's see. Clear space, clear mind. Okay. Okay, so the cards are not numbered, but everything is in the table of contents, and they're not in alphabetical order either. So you're going to have to find them in the table of contents. So this one's on page 13. Here. Clear space, clear mind. In Korean folklore, I'm not going to pronounce this correctly, and I apologize if I do not. I already know. The dokebi are creatures who closely resemble goblins. Like other fairies, they are natural deities who possess powers to either help humans or play tricks on them, bestowing good fortune or bad, depending on the situation. Often wearing the traditional Korean hanbok, they are known to possess inanimate objects. When this card is drawn, inspect your physical environment and think about how it affects your magical practice. Are your surroundings helping or hurting your spiritual well-being? Maybe it's time to tidy or rearrange your space, getting rid of what you no longer need. The dokebe reside in our belongings. So in order to open a path, you must first clear the blockage. Ooh, I like that. I like that it gives like a small little information on like what culture it comes from. Okay, let's read another one. Ooh, Queen. Okay, let's find Queen. Queen, page 47. Page 47, okay. Queen. Tatiana, a medieval fairy queen made famous by Shakespeare's A Midsummer's Night's Dream, is known for being a powerful and often adversarial counterpart to her husband, King Oberon. Oberon? I'm not sure. Is that the person who's in the king card? Yes, it is. Okay. So they are a matching pair. I like that. Okay. Opinionated and stubborn, Queen Tatiana is not one to back down. She is ruled by her own ideas, whims, and desires, which causes tension and huge fights between her and her husband. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, Oberon, apologies if I'm mispronouncing the name, resorts to magical foul play as a means of getting what he wants from her. When this card is drawn, don't be afraid to speak up out of fear of being seen as difficult or quarrelsome. Channel Queen Tatiana and know that your viewpoints matter. Asserting oneself isn't always easy, but sometimes it's needed. When you say what's on your mind, pay attention to how others respond and whether they are truly listening. I like that very much. So let me show you what I read for the first card, which was this one. Let me try to focus this. Okay, we have the card and then the information. and what I just read for the Queen card, which is all this. Now, I really like the imagery, and the imagery is really nice. There are no keywords of sorts, like for this, for example, Queen. Like, unless you read the guidebook, you're not really going to know or understand what's going on in this particular card, which for me is okay. Usually when it comes to Oracle decks, I like going into the guidebook and diving into the guidebook to see the story behind the card itself. And with this particular guidebook, every single card has information about the culture it comes from. So that's useful information and better understanding, in my opinion. But I feel like this kind of cardstock is easy enough if you wanted to add keywords at the bottom or at the top, because there's space on all the cards to do that. So you could do that from the information that's in the book if you wanted to develop your own keywords and put them on the cards to mod it. Now, I did think of two decks that potentially this could pair well with from my own collection. And I have a few ideas of other pairings, though I don't have the decks because they're not out. One of them being the Farhaxa Tarot. I feel like this deck would pair nicely with the Farhaxa, but I won't be getting that until October because it releases October. I pre-ordered it, so October. And then, I don't know, is there something else that maybe it would go well with that I don't have in my collection? I don't know, I can't think of it. But specifically the two decks that I'm going to show now. So we're going to switch up the view and I'm going to show you how it pairs with the two decks that I chose to see if they work well together. I think one of them will work well, the other one I'm on the fence about. Okay, so the first pairing that I thought would go well together would be the White Newman Tarot. If it will focus, there we go. This is created by Alba BG and published by Liminal 11. I love this deck. It's probably one of my faves from them, besides the This Might Hurt Tarot. Though I have all their tarot decks, but this would be one of my favorites. I haven't used it in a little while, so I will definitely probably pick it up with this particular deck because I have a feeling that it'll go well. Okay, let's focus that. There we go. Oh, I hear a dog barking. What's going on outside? Okay. Okay. I didn't shuffle the the tarot deck, so. But I like the color so far. Obviously, the oracle is black, and we have some white borders on the tarot. But for me, that's okay. Like, I really like this, actually. You know what? I'm going to zoom in a bit more so we can see a little better. Okay, there we go. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. Yeah, I really like these together. I feel like the art styles go well together, even though they're not the same artist at all. But I'm really digging this. Like, really digging this. Like, wow. Like, the colors really go well together. I like this. Yeah, I can literally stare at this pairing all day. This is good. I love this. Oh, apologies. There's nudity. But I love this very much. This is so good. I'm really in love with this deck. And I feel like it'll go really well together. Ooh, look how like opposite this is. We have two wand cards on opposite sides, and then we have water in the middle. That's very nice because this is a mer person. This looks like a mer person. Let's see. Desire. Okay. What page is this on? 81. Oh, it's a water nymph. Water nymph. Oh, okay. Undine is a figure of European myth, a water nymph with a beautiful singing voice who becomes human after she falls in love with a man. You may be familiar with her story from the Disney animated classic The Little Mermaid, which is based on this tale. The legend has evolved over the years, but one basic tenet has remained the same. If the man whom Undine loves is unfaithful to her, he dies. Oh, whoa. That's definitely not from the Disney the Disney movie. But yeah, I really, really, really like this. Okay. So that was the White Newman. I'm loving this pairing. I think it's perfect. Now let's look at the second pairing that I took out, which is the Tarot of the Divine. This is by Yoshi Yoshitani and is published by Clarkson and Potter. Now this is a myth deck. It's based on different myths and legends and things. And I thought because this deck is based on urban legends and myths and deities and fairies and things like that from different cultures, that maybe this deck here would go well with it as well. And these two tarot decks, I actually don't have an oracle to pair with it currently, so let's see how this goes. Oh, that's interesting. We have some fire here with some fire there. Some sword action. Oh, we have two aces. I just noticed that. Two aces. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this too. This looks good so far. So we have a lot of pink here where these two have no pink. Looks good. The colors are not, the best match. I feel like the colors match better with the White Newman, but I like this together, these three. But I feel like this will also probably be a good pairing, in my opinion. That looks really nice. Ooh, that's interesting. So I'm going to say that the White Newman was probably my favorite, but this is definitely a good option as a second option. I'm excited to see how this pairs with the Farhaxa because I feel like the colors in the Farhaxa would probably be similar to this, in my opinion. I love this. Such a cute little thing, child. Whatever this is, eating corn. I love this. This is so good. Okay, I really love that. So those were the two pairings. Let me know in the comments what you think of these two pairings, or if you have any other options in mind that you think would pair well with this particular deck, because I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. So let's look at the puzzle, since that's the last thing that we have to take a look at. So let's take a look at the puzzle. So this is a 2-in-1 double-sided fairies puzzle. It's 500 pieces. It's double-sided, so this is going to be like 10 times harder than their other puzzles, in my opinion. Like, I did that palm tree one, and that one was hard. It took me, how many hours again did it take me? I don't even know. It took me a very long time. I literally timed how long it took me. But yes, there's two sides to it, so that's going to be interesting to do, I think. But in the back here, it says, celebrate fairies all over the world, from Korea to Ireland, Senegal to the Louisiana Bayou, and more, with this deluxe puzzle and book set. So it's double-sided, it has 500 pieces, and it includes a booklet with profiles of more than 20 unique fairies in it. So let's go ahead. I already did the stickers. Yep. So if you wanted to see the sides, very cute. So here's all the puzzle pieces. We have the little book here. I love their puzzles. Honestly, Running Press does good quality puzzles. So if you're someone who likes to do puzzles and who likes to collect puzzles, I actually highly recommend their puzzles, because they have some good sets. Like, I have, what do I have here? I have the palm tree one, I have the tarot one, I have the Chinese zodiac one, I have the regular astrology zodiac one, and I have the crystals one. And now I have a fairies one. So yes, this is really fun. So we have, it seems like, a few different, and it features, you know, some of the cards from the deck in the little book, the little gel pack thing here. And then it gives you this, I guess you could frame this if you wanted to, but it gives you this little poster thing to show you the puzzles, which I find very handy. I used the one that I had specifically for the palm tree one so much because I had a very hard time with that puzzle. So yes, this is side 2. That's cool. Seems to be like a mismatch of all the characters. And then this one seems to be specifically fairies in a mushroom forest. So cute though. I really love it. Oh my god, it's so cute. I love the art style. So I'm really excited to do this at some point, like when I have time and just like on like a day off or something, and if I have nothing to do, then I can just put this together and enjoy putting the puzzle. It's going to take me forever though, but yes, I'm really excited. So that was the puzzle. Does it say how much it retails for? Yes. So the puzzle retails for $20 in the US and $26 in Canada. So the same prices as the deck, pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. I don't really know how much puzzles typically go for, but that's how much they sell them for, $20 in the US, which is, I think, in my opinion, decently priced, especially because you get 2 puzzles in one. So $20 for 2 puzzles in one, not bad, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm excited to do that, and I'm really excited to use the deck. So that was the Fairies Oracle deck and puzzle, both by Eugene, Fletcher, and illustrated by Camelia, Pham, both published by Running Press. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the deck and the puzzle. Is this something that you would pick up and bring in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you no matter what. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it's greatly appreciated and helps me in the long run. Thanks so much, and I hope that you have a great day.